Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's Monday. It's a bank holiday here in London. I guess if you're in the US, it's Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day. I'm not sure if that's what you say, but it is a public holiday both in the UK and the US today. I didn't actually know until we got back here. We've been in Bahrain. It's been a while since I've chatted to you guys, but we were in London. We went back to Bahrain. We came back to London. On Wednesday, we go to New York. We go to New York until the 2nd of June or something like that. 5 days in New York, 5 nights, and then we're back to London. 2 nights in London, then back to Australia for 2 weeks, and then back to London, and then back to Bahrain. So the traveling is going to be a bit crazy in the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to get another video in today. I know it's been a while. Today's a bit different though. We're not talking about Porsche so much. I'll touch on the Porsche thing in a minute, but we're going to talk about my new watch. Yeah, so those of you that follow me on Instagram on P997.1, I also have Michael Bath, but P997.1 I talk about more of the Porsche stuff. You would have known I did a post a while back and I was talking about mods again. My friend got me into I started thinking about mods again. I haven't been thinking about them for a while. I've been kind of laying off, and there were quite a few things that all of a sudden I thought I needed. I'm going to put them on hold because when I go back to Sydney, I'm probably going to put the 997 into storage until Christmas. I haven't 100% decided yet, but I think that because of the Bahrain, I might move that camera a bit further away, it's a bit too close. Because of going to Bahrain, I think for the next 6 months I'm going to put it into storage. Hopefully, like I said, with Autohouse Hamilton, I think I might have said that once before, or there's another storage place in Sydney. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Now, because it's going to be in storage, I'm kind of hesitant to do too much at the moment. I might wait till Christmas when I'm back in Australia and I have more time, and then I can do more things. In saying that, I contacted Exclusive Option. I found out that they do send their parts to Australia. On their website, it doesn't say they send their Exclusive Option do all the leather parts for the Porsches. And I know a few things that I want from there. I'm going to keep that and I'll save that for another video. I'm not going to buy them now though, but there are a few more leather parts that I'd like to get. From UK, the one thing I'm going to get, and I'm probably going to buy that before we go back, I'm pretty sure I'll buy that in the next couple of days, I'm not going the carbon, I think I mentioned this, I'm going to go stainless steel sills. I'm going to get rid of the black plastic with the little silver bit with the Carrera. I'm going to get the stainless steel Carrera sills, excuse me, not the illuminated ones. Too hard to wire, too hard to fix. Standard sills, stainless steel, on the silver, brush finish with the silver. I think it'll look quite good. I think they work out to be about £300 here. I haven't checked the price in Australia from Porsche Australia, but no doubt they are a lot cheaper. So I'm going to buy those and install them myself. I've heard from a couple of people that the installation is a bit of a pain in the butt, so to speak, because you've got to get rid of all the glue, and it's a bit tricky. But apart from that, I think they're pretty easy. They're just double-sided tape. So stainless steel sills I'll get. I may also, when I'm back in Sydney, I'll also fix get the short shifter fitted. Hopefully I have enough time. If I do, I'll do it. If I don't, I won't. I know that kind of contradicts what I just said before, but the short shifter is just sitting in the frunk. It's pointless. I bought it. I may as well get it fitted. When I'm back in Sydney at Christmas after the 6 months, at least the car is all set up, ready to go. So that's all on the Porsche front. Today I'm going to talk about watches though, because I just bought a watch, and I bought a watch. It wasn't what I was intending to buy. I wanted to get a Rolex. Rolex, as most of you or some of you may know, are very difficult to buy a watch at the moment due to the parallel market and parallel sellers and stuff of Rolex, and Rolex limiting pretty much nearly every model now except for some of the gold ones. And stores in the UK, you have to be a privileged customer, and a privileged customer doesn't mean you buy an Omega, IWC and a Tudor watch off them and you can get a Rolex. You have to buy their jewelry. One of the shops in London, which I won't mention the name, but they told me that I had to buy thousands of pounds worth of jewelry before I would be considered to be on the wait list. They were also the same store that said I needed to put a deposit down on a Tudor. I bought my Tudor from Goldsmiths in the UK, in Canary Wharf here, close by. I've actually on the wait list for another watch there, another Tudor watch, which they didn't want any deposit for. I'm on the list. I'm definitely on the list, and that will come through hopefully in the next 4 months or so. Hopefully sooner, but I think it's about 4 months. But anyway, I bought a Tudor. It's a 2019 model. I'm going to show you now. When I'm talking about watches, when I travel, I have a few watches in Sydney. I won't list them all now, but the watches that I usually travel with, I travel with my Panerai. My Panerai, it's PAM91, it's Lumina Titanium. I'll show it to you now. So the Panerai PAM91, I've had this watch for a long time. I've had this watch since 2003. So I've had that for a long time. The other watch that I wear on a daily, these are my daily watches, I guess. The other watch is the Speedmaster Professional. My Speedmaster Professional is an old one. It's not a, it's a late 70s model. I don't know exactly which model it is, but I think when I bought it, and I bought it from a friend of mine who is a very big collector of many, many brands of watches, and I bought it off him. And I've had that watch. That was the first real watch I bought, and I bought that 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, it cost me 1,000 Australian dollars. That watch has gone up in price. It's not a $100,000 watch, but it has gone up in price. That's the Speedmaster Professional, the Moon watch. Like I said, I think mine's a 70. I think it was a 79. I have it somewhere written down, but I don't have it in front of me. But I've never really checked the serial number or opened it up. They're the watches I wear on a daily basis that I kind of switch around. Now I've got the Tudor as well, so that's into the mix. I brought the Speedmaster primarily to London when I was here because I had to get the Panerai, this one. Yeah, so I had to get the Panerai service. This Panerai was due for a service. I had it serviced 5 years ago. Automatic movement, seized up for a while, so that was serviced. Not cheap to service a Panerai. It cost me, for the automatic movement, it cost me, and this is no polishing anymore. The service I did 4 years ago, they actually included some minor polishing of the band. This time nothing was included, and it cost me £450, I think, for the service. So quite a lot of money. Not as much as a AP or a Patek or something like that, but still a big chunk of money. So that's been serviced. I picked it up about a month ago. It takes about 8 weeks to service here in the UK, and in the middle of that I bought the Tudor. The other watch that I have back in Sydney, which I'm actually thinking of bringing back to London to get it serviced, is the Flightmaster. The Flightmaster is 1975. My Flightmaster is a 911. There's an old video about it here, caliber 911. You can watch it there. I'm thinking about getting that fully restored. It goes to Switzerland. You send it off to Switzerland, to Omega in Switzerland, and they do a restoration on it. I'm definitely going to get the case restored. The bracelet, I can't wear it because the bracelet's broken. And then I'm going to probably keep the dial. I'm not going to get them to restore the dial. I want to keep the original dial. Whatever parts they take off, they give them back to you. It's not cheap. It's about 2,000 euros to get this done on your vintage Omega. But I think it's something pretty special to do. It's quite a special watch for me. Natasha bought it for me, so I'd like to get it fixed so they can actually wear it. Okay, so this is how the watch comes from the store. It comes in a plastic bag. They were going to throw it away. I asked to keep it. It has the Tudor number on there. It comes in a protective. Inside you've got the Tudor box. That's the Tudor box. It's quite a nice box. It's a small box compared to the Panerais that I have, that's for sure. Then you open the box up here. Can you see that? There. So it says Tudor underneath there. And then the box has the black on black crown, Tudor crown. And then the watch, which I'm going to try to do back to front so you guys can see it. That's the watch there. Okay, so this is the Tudor Black Bay Bronze. This is a 2019 model. It was released at Basel World this year. It's the second iteration of the bronze, Black Bay Bronze. The first one was the brown. This one is the Slate Grey, so it's the bronze alloy. It's the Slate Grey dial, and the dial, I'll show it to you closely in a second, but it's like a gradient type dial, light to dark. Okay, so it has a 70-hour power reserve. It's got a screw down crown because it's a waterproof watch. I wouldn't swim in it. People have been swimming in the Black Bay Bronze, and they've turned, the case of the bronze actually is a living material, so it actually does change. If you take it into salt water, people have had some problems with the bezel on the previous model, where it's got pitting. I think it's from the salt water and the alloy and the aluminium. This bezel is actually aluminium. This is actually bronze. Mine is still quite fresh looking because it hasn't. Mine is still quite fresh looking because I haven't really worn it that much. I didn't wear it in Bahrain because of the heat, The case is quite thick. I think it's 43 millimeters, the diameter of the case. It's quite chunky. I don't find it that bad because I'm used to wearing the Panerai, and it's much bigger. So it's lost a little bit of the sheen. I mean, it was quite shiny when I first got it. The dial is quite beautiful. Snowflake hands, characteristic of the Tudor. This is the nubuck strap. Now, the one I bought, I got it with the nubuck strap. It comes with a nubuck strap, and it comes with the nubuck strap, and it comes with the fabric strap. Now, I purchased the nubuck strap because that was the one they had in stock. Because I wanted the nubuck strap, the dealer here actually threw in the nubuck strap and the buckle, which is 200 odd pounds, so it was actually quite a good deal. So that's coming. That wasn't available to order. It's now available to order. I was in contact with them last week, so I'll have that strap in about 2 weeks' time, and I'm going to fit that strap to it instead of having the nubuck strap. So I have both, but it's a really nice strap. It's the classic NATO type Tudor strap. So that's coming. So that's a good addition. The watch has a really good power reserve. Like I said, it's 70 hours. You wear it and it's still running the next morning, so it's really good. It's a really, I think it's a really nice movement. The quality of the case is really good. I mean, it's well made. Basically, it's just a nice looking watch. Okay, slight camera issue. Now I'm back. So this is the watch. You can see the gradient dial. Like I said, this is the nubuck strap. Size. Some people are complaining that it's too big. I don't think it's too big. It's 43 millimeters. It's not too big. So that's the watch. Like I said, this case is going to get darker and darker, so the contrast between this and this will be less. The bronze goes like a grey type of color in a way. It's more of a grey brown color that it goes. It depends on the air, it depends on the environment, it depends on how much you sweat and all those things. So that's it on the wrist. The back of the watch is not bronze alloy. It's I think aluminium to look, PVD finished aluminium to look like the bronze. They didn't choose to have bronze here because if the bronze is onto your skin, it will tend to make your skin go green. So they have left that in a material that won't make you go green. I mean, you can see on the sides there, it is starting to dull. The watch is starting to dull, and that's just a thing of the air. Especially, I can just see it there. It's starting to get darker. Like I said, I've only worn it a handful of times, as you can see by the strap. This is a screw-in crown, so you just unscrew it, and then you can change the time. And then you'd push it and screw it back in. So it seals the watch, and then you just screw it back in. And it's an automatic, obviously automatic movement with 70-hour power reserve. So if it's on your wrist, it keeps it going. You take it off at night, it's going to be working the next morning because it's got 70 hours. Or even the next day at lunchtime, it'll still be working. Okay, so that's it. I'm not going to show much more. It's not a review, it's just a show. So with the Tudor, you get these two little booklets as well. In the booklets, you have the Tudor. In the booklets, you have the Tudor card. I'm just going to cover my serial number up there, but that's the card there. On the back, it has the dealer's name. I bought it from Goldsmiths, but it's Watches of Switzerland stamped because that's the main office, the main company. And you get that, and like I said, you get the guarantee booklet, and you get the little instruction manual. Not many instructions because there's not much to really do. You literally just set the time, shake it on your wrist, and it works for 70 hours. Anyway, I bought a Tudor. Like I said, I am on the wait list for a GMT, Black Bay GMT. My frustration with Rolex has led to me to buy Tudors. I was interested in Tudor for a while there, but I always liked the quality of the Rolex better. Tudor is on a different level. It's not Rolex quality, it's not like a Rolex, but I don't think you can see it as a Rolex. I think it's a really nice watch. I think the bronze is very special, and I think the GMT Black Bay is very special. A Rolex will come, but it will have to wait. In fact, being in the Middle East last week, I did actually hear from someone that apparently in the Middle East, it's not a problem to get a Rolex. Apparently the Rolex boutique there, you can walk in and you can pretty much get something or get it very quickly. So I'm yet to go in there and ask them at the boutique in Bahrain, but when I do, I'll update you guys, and maybe that's the side door to get a Rolex watch, which without having to beg the dealer to give you one, which they won't, and even Rolex themselves don't have models. So it's a bad market at the moment. Actually, it's a really bad situation, I think, but that's another story. Anyway, I'm rambling. That's it for today. Like I said, just a quick update and a look at my new watch and a bit of watch talk there. If you want to see more of these videos, let me know in the comments. If you hate them, well then I'll do a Porsche video next time. But something a bit different today. I have got a couple of Porsche videos up my sleeve that I want to shoot. I'm going to try and do one tomorrow before we fly out on Wednesday morning. Not sure if I will, but if I do, I'll upload it when I'm in New York. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.